Now tuning to the greatest, another episode of the Blackout Podcast. It's your Higgity host with the Miggity Mouse, Black Fire. And before we get started with my guest, I want to give y'all a fun fact since I got a braider in the building. Fun fact, the birth of the braided hairstyle can be traded back to Africa around 3500 BC. During the time, braids were worn as a symbol of status and to represent different black ethnic and religious groups. Today, braids have evolved in the way that they are styled and they are worn. And the reason why I want to share that fun fact with y'all is because if y'all, on social media like I am, y'all see the back and forth between different ethnic groups about where braids started at, where braids came from. And I just want to put that fun fact out there just to let people know African Americans own braids. Thank y'all. Anyway, to my guest. Today I have on my show Vernesha Carpenter of Dope Kidz. How you doing, Vernesha?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, girl. I'm so glad to see you. Y'all, we were just talking before we got started. I'm talking about yapping. Cause that's what we do. We yaps. And we just talking about different things. So we gonna jump on into this interview. Vernesha, the first thing I want to do to you is apologize to you. I owe you an apology because y'all, Vernesha's supposed to have been on my show months ago. And I'm talking about months ago. And with all the stuff I had going on in my personal life and stuff like that, I had not been able to get around to her. But I made sure that when I started back up, she would be my first interview. So I apologize to you for that.
It's fine, and I sure do appreciate you for having me today.
You are very, very welcome. Okay. So, look, tell us about yourself.
So I'm from Hartwell, but I live in Ilberton. I do braid. If you don't know me, V-Way, Dope Kidz, however you want to put it, Vernesha. So that's who I am.
Okay. So about how long you been braiding and doing locks? Because you do locks too, right?
I do locks. So I've been braiding since I was 10.
10?
10.
So y'all already know the question gonna go off the course. 10 years old. Who was letting you braid their hair at 10?
My mom and my grandma.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So you was braiding to the scalp?
Braiding to the scalp. At 10, I first started on my baby dolls, and then my cousin Kayla Baker, shout out to you.
Okay.
I used to be babysitting my little cousin Jada, and so Jada was like 3 or 4 years old, and she used to let me do Jada hair.
Okay.
So Jada was like really my first client.
Okay,
and
awesome.
So once I started doing Jada hair, then from time to time my grandmother and my mom would just let me play in their hair.
Okay.
So
okay, awesome.
Yep.
40 years old still can't braid. But anyway, it is ridiculous, but it's okay. All right, so do you offer because I know a lot of braiders that I've had on previous shows, they give consultations. Do you do consultations before?
I don't broadcast that I do consultations, but if someone wants to come in and do consults, I'm not big on. I know when people do consults, some people do free consults, some people charge. I try to offer consults to each of my clients anyway, just giving them knowledge on their health. So I don't have a service directly for consults, but I feel like I'm doing it as a part of my service when they come in anyway.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so if a client comes to you and they're having some issues, say growing their hair, and they want to come in and say, what type of service do you think what type of service do you think that they should get as far as if they're having growth issues or if they're having like the hair might be thinning out or anything like that? Like what type of advice would you give them?
I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm not a licensed cosmetologist. Okay. I am just a braider.
Okay.
So I kind of stay in my lane. If I know something that will work for them, I'm gonna offer it to them. But I'm not gonna offer advice that I don't know because I don't know the in-depths about growing hair and stuff. I know what I do personally for my hair, and I know what I do personally for my family hair that I take care of. So I'll offer that advice to them. But as far as each individual specific, something that a cosmetologist may do, I won't offer a service that I don't know.
Right, awesome. And y'all heard what she said. She will not tell you nothing if she don't know the answer. Because a lot of people have issues not doing it. The people be trying to, because you want the money. You can't do that. You can't just want somebody money and just tell them anything because, you know what I'm saying, folks can sue you for that.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
So I try to stay in my lane when it comes to that.
I know that, right. You heard what she said. Stay in your lane. All right. Okay, the V-Way. Speak to us about how you got the name the V-Way and what that means to you.
So how I got the name the V-Way. I attend church at New Hope Kingdom. Shout out to
New
my
Hope.
pastors. They big on this about taking everything that we do gift. This is my gift, given from God. So it was started off as just a service as braiding. So my pastors with them instilling in us about making your gift serious, you need to put something to that. So then I was like, how can I make, what name would work directly for me? So my name is Vernesha. So the V-Way, it only gonna be the V-Way. It's gonna be the way I give it to you.
Yeah.
So God give it to me, and I'm gonna give it to you how
right.
He give it to me.
That's
So
right.
that's why I came up with the V-Way.
That's right. And I like that because when you didn't really just have a name at first. When I first started coming to you, when my daughter did, you didn't really have a name for it, and then you came with the V-Way. I'm not like, that really just rolls off your tongue for real. Like, yeah, that's kicks. I like that. Okay. So in the V-Way, what services do you actually provide?
Mostly anything pertaining to braids. I do scalp braids, my specialty knotless. I love doing knotless. I do know how to do soft locks. I know how to do kid braids. I can do dreads. I can do silk presses. I really don't get into that. I kind of just, any type of braids that you need, I offer any type of braid services.
Okay.
Not really good at stitch braids. I kind of tried to dip into stitch braids a little bit, but I don't think that's my lane. So again, staying in my lane.
Right. Okay. So let me ask you this then. What if you have not necessarily a client, but somebody just be like, Vernesha, I know you said you don't like stitch braid, but I really want you to try it on my head.
Yeah, I will. I'm not opposed to doing anything because, like I said, when I put my mind to something, I'm going to achieve it and I'm going to get it. So even though I'm not the best, I don't feel like at stitch braids, I can get the job done for you.
Facts. Okay, so what do you consider the basics of braiding?
I feel like the basics of braiding would be detangling, making sure that foundation good, because you can't put no braids on no foundation that ain't laid out for you to put braids on top of.
So do you some people when they do their services, they don't offer what they call a shampoo. I used to say wash, but the cosmetologist that I've had on the previous show said a shampoo. So do you offer a shampoo service?
I do offer shampoo services.
Okay.
So with most of my braids, it depends on, because sometimes you have this, I have it on my booking site saying, please come detangled and wash. And I know like this kind of like the new generations of stuff. And I feel like I got an old soul. So I'm kind of like the old school, because sometimes I'm just pushed for time and I can't get my hair washed when I need to go get it. So it just depends on, like, sometimes if majority of children, if they come not washing detangle, I'll just do it as a courtesy.
Yeah.
Just awesome. If God put it on my heart to do it, like even if it's an adult, just go and watch it, because to me it's not a big deal. It's to something that I really got. Now if I'm pushed for time and it's just an inconvenience for me at the time, I probably have to charge for it, but it's not a big deal to me to where I got to charge for the wash, because I want your braids to look good and get your money worth.
Facts. And I'm gonna piggyback on something you had just said. Sometimes you do it because it let on your heart to do it. Some of y'all don't use your heart in your business and in your services, and that's why some of y'all not going as far as you could. But we're not gonna get into that. All right. So which hair type do you prefer working with the most?
I'm gonna be honest, I like working with 4C hair, because that's the type of hair that I really pretty much started out doing braids on. My daughter hair, and she got 4C hair, that's kind of that little kinky stuff, but it braids the best to me. Once you moisturize and detangle it, that 4C gonna braid right every time.
So I ain't got no 4C. And my daughter ain't got no 4C. How you feel about our straight hair?
It don't really bother me. It's just more, to me, I feel like I have to use more product with fine hair, because when you braid, the fine hair will stick out the braid. So I feel like you have to use more jam and products to do that type of hair.
Okay, gotcha. What protective style do you like to do the most, and why?
I like doing the invisible locks, and because they give me the look of actual dreads, even though you got like your natural hair. So that protective style is the best for me. I like the invisible locks. Okay,
so I don't know much about the invisible locks. I've seen them. Well, like, what type of hair do you use for that?
It's the kinky twist hair.
Okay.
So, you basically using your natural hair and you rolling the kinky twist hair in. And one thing about that kinky twist hair, you see it's already like kinky in the pack. You basically, like, if you doing with the braiding hair, sometimes you have to twist a certain way and twist for that hair to do. That kinky twist hair, you twist, it just go with you.
Roll with you. Okay, cool. All right, so, I'll just back off that too. with it being it looking like your natural hair, how long does a hairstyle like that last?
I would say protective styles. A lot of people looking to get like a long time. It's protective because it's only gonna last you probably about a month. To be completely honest.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So, which protective style do you like? Do you like to do the least, and why?
I don't really have a style that I like doing the least because I don't. If it's a service I really don't care to do, I don't even advertise or even say that I'm doing it. I'm gonna be completely honest. I would say the island twist what everybody loves.
Yes.
Them island twists hurt my hand.
Really?
So I don't really care to do the island twists. If anybody look on my site, I'm sorry. The invisible island twists are not on there, but I do offer the island twists. So most people that's inquiring about those, they hit my inbox, and I don't even pretty much even advertise them on my social media when I do them because I don't like doing them.
Really? So the island twist, that's the twist that I was asking you about. I want my hair like that when it grow. Wow. So what about it? It's like different because I mean, just it's twisting.
It's not twisting because with that, like I said, the kinky twist how you twist. This you have to twist the hair and then twist. It's just a different method, and it's painful to your hand to be completely honest. Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking it's just regular. Oh, it's a whole nother process.
It is. It had your hand burning like on the inside. It's just my least favorite.
Yeah. Okay. Got you. And since that is your least favorite, what does a service like that run you? Or run people?
Medium 180, small 200.
Okay.
And I really hadn't had anybody inquiring about the jumbo, but I probably do something like 150 for jumbo.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So I heard you say that you love to do the knotless. Box braids or knotless, and why for each one?
I prefer doing knotless. Because I don't know, knotless just trendy. They a protective style that I do not think gonna leave because I was a tender-headed person.
Yeah.
And so knotless are for me.
Yeah.
The box braid, they tension on your head. They take me longer to do, and it's just I feel like beauty is pain, but I don't feel like everything that you get should be pain, and the knotless are not painful at all, tensionless.
Yeah.
And so I feel like they just a better deal.
Yeah.
Now, money worth, if you trying to get your money worth, the box braid, them traditionals gonna always see it for your money worth.
Really?
They last longer.
Really?
Just what I said in the beginning, protective style.
Yeah.
Protective styles are not meant to last long term.
Right.
And so the box braids, you gonna get your money worth and they last longer.
Yeah.
But them knotless, they're gonna make you feel yourself.
Yeah, they definitely will. They definitely will, because my baby love her some knotless. She love them to death. Okay. What are the benefits of braids?
Just being able to go and be free. And I feel like you can grow your hair as well. Cause my daughter didn't use my bottle oil up that I got from you. Just every morning, just getting up, just making sure your scalp is moisturized and you still can get that growth going. So it ain't nothing like that freedom of getting dressed and being able to go.
That's right. And y'all say she shot up my oil out. I appreciate you. You grow girl, hair repair by the oil by the Bobo's Beauty will be back soon. Just give me a little minute. All right. Faux locks and soft locks. Those are not the same, right?
I don't know, cause to me it's just depending on the pictures. People say faux locks, some people say soft locks. To me, they the same. I just feel like as far as the crochet, the hair that you putting in, some of them look different. Now, when you say butterfly locks, I feel like those are different. But to me, false locks and soft locks, I consider them the same.
Yeah. Okay. I also know that you do a lot of work with the young men. Vernesha was very instrumental during prom season, where she done a lot of the young men's hair, where they had locks or plaits. Locks and plaits. Locks and plaits. So, like, do you get a lot of clients outside of prom season for locks and plaits?
Not really, and I don't know why. Like, I don't know if I'm not marketing enough, but I really pretty much have like my same clientele when it comes to that.
Yeah.
And that's what I enjoy doing most.
Really?
I love locks.
Really?
I enjoy doing them more than I enjoy doing braids.
Really? Y'all heard what she said. Then she's open for locks. What about plaits?
Plaits too.
Plaits and locks. So y'all got little boys. She ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, be
And
on your head.
I will say this too. A lot of things that might change as far as my scheduling. I used to do hair sun up to sundown when I first started, but now just learning, like I just have a direct time that I stop, and I only offer afternoon services on Tuesdays, that may be something that play in effect too, because a lot of people like after school appointments and only offer 1 day a week for after school.
Okay. So now that the kids gonna be getting out as of what, next week? Mm-hmm. Is the schedule gonna be the same, or you gonna kind of switch it up a little bit?
I don't know. I think it's kind of gonna stay the same because I do have to delegate between my family and doing this health stuff.
Facts. Got to definitely make sure you keep your family, everything cool with them. All right. So we're gonna talk about March the 9th, 2024, where Vernesha and 2 other local braiders teamed up to do something incredible for the community. They offer a kids braiding class. Those 2 featured braiders were Jerica Pope, shout out to Jerica Pope, and Shanika Allen. And y'all had a sold out class.
We had a sold out class.
Talk to us a little bit about that experience.
It was just amazing. Just being able to see how the girls were excited, the parents was excited. It was a great turnout. Like when we had been talking about it for quite some time. We kind of collaborated our ideas together, and everything I do everything strictly by God's divine assignment anyway. So we prayed about it. We sat down and had a meeting about it, and we advertised, and the turnout was it was phenomenal.
Yeah. If y'all didn't get to see that on social media, where Vernesha and the 2 other local braiders got together and did that class, you missed it, man, because they just really had them little girls in there really doing their thing, and I enjoyed watching the pictures and the videos, and I actually had them came by there because shout out to Consistent Cuts. Brakia Allen also works with Vernesha Cut Hair, and I had forgot that she had the class, so I came looking through the window like an old person, and I like, oops, she got the class going, so I went ahead and made sure I turned around, but it looked amazing, Vernesha.
It was. Shout out to y'all parents. Shout out to Jerica girl. We got to do something else.
Yeah, definitely. All right, and how many attendees did you end up having?
For that class, I think we started out, we was going to do 20. And then I think we went up to 30. And I think we ended up capping out at 35 because we just decided we couldn't do any more. I think it was 35.
Okay. And what all did the class offer?
So in the beginning, we did kind of like a meet and greet in the beginning. We served them brunch. So we did the brunch, and then we did an intro. When we went through, we kind of asked the girls, what do you want to learn? What are you here for today? And then what do they know how to do? So even though we had an itinerary, we want to be able to give them what they were looking for.
Right.
So after we did that, then we kind of broke them down in groups because, sometimes you be with your friends, you won't get the best, and we want them parents to get their money worth.
Right.
So we broke them down in groups with somebody who they did not know. We had them to sit beside somebody they did not know, and then we gave them numbers and we broke them down in groups. So once we broke down in groups, we went off our itinerary, and so we kind of tweaked the class so that the girls would be able to get the maximum amount that they were coming looking for during that day. So we did pretty much down. Jerica, she 5 in them stitch braids, so she taught them on the stitch braids. I did like the basic foundation of braidings and products parting. So we pretty much gave them in depth from start to finish on how to braid, how to maintain hair, and just all the basics that they need to know to, get into braiding.
Okay. I like the fact that you said that you sat them, y'all sat them with people they didn't know. I thought that was cool because, our kids are so closed off with other people, especially like when they don't know somebody. They don't really tend to like how we probably were coming up. We didn't know you. We'd just come up and talk to you. Or we'd just be talking, then we'll just, chime in. But with kids of this generation, they mainly stick to who they know.
Right.
And so I think that's real cool, the fact that y'all stuck them with somebody they did not know. And they had to work like that. That was cool. Okay. And would there be more classes in the future?
It will be. Got one coming actually this summer, and this one is going to be phenomenal. So we're going to do a 3-in-1. It's going to be braids, lashes, and nails. So if you offer any of those services, hit me up so we can do a collaboration, because we don't have it set in stone, but I know that it's going to happen this summer.
Okay. Awesome. That is awesome. So since you said lashes and nails, that's gonna be
it's
amazing.
Gonna be good.
That's gonna be really amazing.
And I'm sorry, kids only.
Look, I just gonna say, can the adults come out? Because I'm almost 40 and I can't braid. But
that's my target audience, though. Yeah. Being that I got children, like I really focus on the youth and the children, because they are the next generation.
You're right. And then with some grown folks want to act right. So I understand. And I think that's an awesome thing that you are doing for the kids. Because y'all know Elbert County live. We ain't got nothing going on down there. They really ain't got nowhere to go. They really ain't got nothing to do. And the fact that you offered them an outlet to not only learn something, but have fun with people they don't know. That's
right.
cool. That's amazing. That's definitely awesome. All right. So then, by popular demand, about 3 weeks later, y'all did it again.
Yep.
But this time, you hosted it alone.
I did.
Was it as successful the last time as it was the first time?
I feel like it was because we were gonna do a beginner class and then do an advanced class, but life circumstances came. We couldn't get on one accord as far as the scheduling, and I had like a lot of inquiries about the beginner class.
Right.
So I didn't want to keep. I feel like when something hot, you just need to go ahead and move on.
Keep moving on.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
I did a beginner class, and I feel like it was good because what I learned from the first class that we did, a lot of the girls didn't even know how to do like the beginning stage of braiding. So you can't achieve a knotless scalp braid if you don't even know how to plait. So in that beginning classes, we did not get into knotless or any of that in the beginning. Like the last hour, I did introduce it to them, but I basically just touched on the foundation of learning how to plait, separate the hair, and breaking down.
Right.
So I feel like it was successful for the crowd that need to be there. It's always gonna be a divine appointment. Who needed to be there was there.
That's right. That's right. And you had their full attention by yourself.
By myself.
Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
So I had 7 girls that I was gonna take only 5, so I ended up doing 7 girls, and I feel like for those 7 girls, they got what they were coming for.
Cool. I love that so much. All right. So between each class, name something that you could have done differently.
Something that I feel that we could have done differently is probably reach out to more ladies in the community to do it with us, to be able to service. Because we had a lot of people that we had to turn around because we only were going to take 30. We went up to 35. So I feel like something we could have did differently was reach out to more braiders to be able to get more than, because we had more than just Elbert County. We had Hart County, we had Clark County, we had Franklin County. So I felt like what we could have done differently was maybe even reach outside of Elbert, Northeast Georgia, to Clark County to get some more braiders and stuff in to be able to do a larger class.
Facts. And now that y'all hear her saying this, y'all other braiders that are in these different counties, Clark County, Hart County, Franklin County, Madison County, y'all folk that braid hair, and if you're really interested in collaborating with Vernesha to do something wonderful for the community, I'm pretty sure y'all can do it in Elbert County one time, Athens one time, Franklin one time, just break it up. You know what I'm saying? Each class
and
y'all
I
do.
will say this too. Like, if you decide that you and somebody else want to do an event, I have a location. Like, I don't even have to be a collaboration because I like to see everybody win. So y'all hit me up even if you need to use my space. Yeah. You can do that too.
Facts. Okay, awesome. Since we're speaking of your space, Dope Kidz. Yeah. Let's get into Dope Kidz Lounge, located at 5 South McIntosh Street, Elberton, Georgia, 30635. How did you come up with the name Dope Kidz?
So my son is 7 now, but when he was 2, he had a clothing line, and it was Dope Kid Clothing. So he had Dope Kid Clothing. Then my daughter started getting into purse, lip gloss, and she was doing like little boutique style. So I had got them a little building outside of my yard.
I remember that.
And it was Dope Kids Boutique. So they had Dope Kid Boutique, and my daughter had Dope Kid Clothing. And at that time, I was working at the dealership, so I was in car sales, and I was working a whole lot of hours, and I kind of let their vision just, because I was overwhelmed, overstimulated with working so many hours. And so I promised them, I said, one day this going to come back and we're going to be able to collab and do this. So I feel like when the opportunity presented itself, I felt like I wanted that space to still be what I promised my kids it was going to be.
That's right.
So I didn't want to put Dope Kids, just Dope Kids, and I didn't want to put just Dope Kids Boutique. I want to do lounge so that it could be collaborated and offer more services to the children. So that's how Dope Kids came about.
Right. And for y'all that have not been over there, to check Vernesha location out, it's very, very nice. Even as to use it as an event space, because like she said, she used it as her event space for her braiding class, and she does offer that space for anybody else that want to do something kind of small, right?
I do.
Awesome.
Gonna be doing me and Lewis Media. What they call their business? Not Lewis Media.
Yeah,
just
Lewis Media Studio.
So we're gonna be doing a collaboration at the end of this month. So we're gonna be advertising that space out for those that are looking for spaces.
Awesome.
Venue spaces.
Awesome. And shout out to Lewis Media, man, because y'all know that's where I come shoot my podcast at. So shout out to Daryl and Celicia Lewis of Lewis Media Studios. All right. So what else do you offer at Dope Kids besides it being a space to rent out and stuff like that? What else do you offer?
I am not offering currently, but what the space is originally going to be in the front part, it's going to be Pampering Palace. So this is going to be a safe space, kind of like a pampering location for little girls. And so I'm going to offer like a spa area, and it's going to be, they can get pedicures, manicures, massages, and get like braids in. I don't know if you see like at the fair, some of the little girls get like the fun braids with the color hair.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do like French braids and stuff like that, facials. That's and kind of birthday parties. That's what the front gonna be.
Yeah.
The second part in the back, I'm gonna do a gaming room for little boys. So it's gonna be like a kind of, if they want to do a birthday party, and I'm hoping that this gonna come this summer.
Yeah.
When I say that, it's just business.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that I just wanted to kind of do on my own. I didn't want to go out here and get a whole lot of debt, so I'm just going as it comes.
Yeah.
And so when it comes, people ask me like, when is it opening? When it open? Whenever God says it's go open.
Whenever God says, baby, because you can't move to the Lord's speak.
That's it.
That's right. Okay, so see, we talking about that. As a black business owner, I know it's kind of hard to get into spaces, especially downtown Ilverton. How you work that out?
It had to be a divine appointment. Look, I got to tell y'all this story.
Tell us the story.
I got to tell y'all this story. So it was one night my mother-in-law was over my house, and it was like 11 o'clock, and my husband was like, can you take my mama home? And I was like, no. I didn't already put my pajamas on.
said,
No.
no.
And he was like, well, I'm not going. And she was like, well, I said, well, do you just want to stay tonight? And she was like, I really want to go home. And I'm just not going to lie to y'all. I was so mad that I had to take her home. So I got in my car, I was stumping in the car, got in the car going, and then I was just driving. I said, oh, he gonna wait to this late. And then I said, why you decided this late at night that you wanted to go home anyway? So I'm just mad, storming through town.
Yeah.
And I get right there in front of the store, and it said, for rent. And the crazy thing is, I had been writing a vision out for 2 years or something that I wanted to do. And I got right there and I just started screaming. I said, my building!
Oh my goodness.
And like all my emotions had left, and my mother-in-law was looking like,
girl, what is wrong with you?
Yes. I said, look, it's for rent, it's for rent. And she was like, okay. She just still looking like, okay.
Because she don't understand what you're talking about.
So I hurry up and whooped over there, took a picture of the phone. I'm like, remind you, 11 o'clock at night. But I wanted to call him right then and there.
Yeah.
But I took her on home. I could not sleep. You know how I feel the first day of school.
Yeah.
I could not sleep.
Because
I was ready to call him.
Put some shoes
on. So I prayed about it. I couldn't sleep. I prayed all night long, like, Lord, please let this work out for me. But one thing when he say write the vision to make it plain,
yes, ma'am.
he did the first step. So I called him the next day, and I was telling him, he was like, what do you want to do in the space? I was telling him, he was like, well, I think that'll be something good that's happening in this area. Shout out to Coach Trail Harper, because my landlord was like, well, I got to check around and see. And 5 minutes later, Trail called me and was like, because Trail was there before I went there.
That's
he was
right.
like,
Shout
my landlord asked me, if I knew you, and I gave him a good recommendation for you. So after that, the landlord called me back. He was like, do you want to go see the space? So I went down and saw the space, and it was it from there.
Awesome. And see how they was able to work together. Like she seen the space, got in touch with Trail. Trail gave her good remarks to his landlord for her to get the space. That's how we supposed to be, y'all. It ain't about you know what I'm saying, one-upping each other and all that. We got to start trying to help each other out. Because that's what this is about. Everybody struggling.
Because he could have said whatever he wanted to say, like, oh, don't do that.
Yeah.
And whether or not, you know what I'm saying, the landlord would have went by, but he could have said what he wanted to say.
Yeah, exactly. And like, come on, y'all. Like, we gotta do better with trying to help each other out. All right. So what other plans do you have for the future of Dope Kids?
I don't know. I've been thinking more so. I was gonna do actually yesterday. I wanted to do like a canvas painting, like a R&B type music with painting for little children with the glow in the dark. But I didn't get no feedback from that. So I was like, moving from the future, I think what I'm gonna do with the summer coming, I'm gonna do more stuff for my daughter and her friend and advertise so people can know what's going on. Cause I don't know if I'm not promoting marketing, but I feel like I talk about it, and parents, I just want to do something positive for the community.
Yeah.
But you gotta have the feedback from the community. You gotta have the support from the community, and the stuff that I'm trying to offer. It's not nothing that's gonna be expensive. You know, it's gonna have a cost because it's gonna cost me to get the stuff.
Facts.
But I feel like our children need something positive, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. I want to do journaling classes. I want to do canvas paint, and one of me and my friends talking about doing bingo.
That'll be cool.
Yep. I might even start running some little parties for the kids.
Definitely should.
I might start running some parties over the summertime for the kids. $2 admission to get in like we used to do back in the day.
Cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. And again, like she said, parents, y'all still buying Jordans. Hello? Y'all still buying Jordans. Meat $20 a pack. And y'all still buying Jordans. So when Vernesha come out and she put these things out to the community, your kids ain't got nothing to do. It's finna be summertime. They get on your nerves. Take them on the kids. Let them do some finger painting. Let them do some journal class. Let them do some brain classes. Come on, y'all. Let's get with it. Hart County finna get an arcade. What y'all gonna do? Ooh, okay. All right. So, what are some things that you hope to accomplish with Dope Kids and the V Way?
I really like, it ain't all about me, Janika, I'm being honest. I would really like to see some collaboration.
Yeah.
I really would like to see, because at one point in time I had 5 people inside of my space. Now it's just me and Shaw. And one time at a point I said I need to take a mental break. Just needed to regroup, regain, and see what I could do better as a business owner. So I would like to see some more braiders come into my space.
Right.
I do have a wash bowl, so whatever service they offer, like being able to have more braiders in that space and being able to see our kind collab. Honestly, this is one thing I would like to see for them.
Facts. Now I'm gonna ask you something that's off the record. Well, off the cue cards here. How do you describe yourself as a employer or a person to work with? How would you describe yourself?
I'm gonna be completely honest. You got to take care of your stuff. So when it comes to my stuff, I'm gonna take care of my stuff. I'm a very direct person. Sometimes I feel like I do come off. People tell me all the time, they were like, "You just look so mean." I have a resting face, but if me and you talk all the time. You tell me what you thought your first impression of me was.
You were fine to me because I got the same face.
Yeah.
So you didn't bother me.
Okay. So I'm gonna say that. So I feel like a lot of people when I talk to them in the beginning, they just like, I don't even look approachable.
Yeah.
So while we on live, whoever tuning, come and talk to me.
Come and talk to Vernesha. For real.
Yeah.
For real.
Because like I said, I feel like I had a really good convo. But when it
do.
comes to like directness, I'm just not finna let anybody play in my face.
That's
like
right.
the young folk be saying.
Yes.
And when it comes to my space, like at the end of the day, that's my name attached to it. It's a time to be professional and it's a time to play and do what you need to do.
That's
and
right.
I do try to do that. I try to be professional if nothing else.
Yeah, definitely. And like you said, like the children say, we ain't gonna let y'all play in our face at all. And that collaboration thing, got to collab, man. Got to get the collaboration. I want to make something clear. I see a lot of people coming out doing podcasting. I am so grateful that y'all are coming out and doing this podcast thing. Like she said, collaborate. Let's collaborate. Let's do it. Everybody, let's do it. It ain't nothing wrong with everybody trying to work together.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what is
because
the
there's
issue?
some rooms that you can get into that I can't get into, and I feel like in order for you to truly grow, it's about connections and who you know.
That's right. So let's do it. Let's make it happen. Y'all see Vernesha putting this stuff out for these kids. Y'all know these kids gonna need something to do this summer beside them phones and them electronics and getting on your nerves, tap dancing on your nerves, eating up all your food. When she has something, well, whatever it be, like she said, it's gonna be affordable. Go ahead, get with her, and just make it happen, man. Support. That's what we all need. Support. That's something we got an issue with. Supporting each other. Let's do it.
Shout out to Elbert County. Cause I'm from Hart County, but I got to give a shout out to Elbert County because anything that I done did from at one point in time I'm making t-shirts, I got the building with doing hair, just anything with my son clothing line. That's how I kind of got overwhelmed because them orders was coming.
Yeah,
but I'm from Hart County.
T-shirt.
I ain't saying Hart County don't support, but I got to shout out to Elbert County.
That's right.
Yeah.
I do as well because I do have a lot of people from my county that are willing to come on and give me their time. And Hart County too. But like I said, y'all, let's just everybody let's get together, man. Let's make something happen. I would like to. New Hope is having a adult field day, right? I don't know what day is it.
Let me look at it right quick.
I'm not exactly sure what day it is. But I know I think it's sometime next month, ain't it? New Hope having an adult field day. I think that's awesome. I didn't actually rush to get in it because I don't know how fast I can run or if I'm gonna be hurting it that day because y'all know October I'll be 40. So I had to, you know what I'm saying, step back a little bit. But Vernesha looking for that.
And shout out to my pastors though, because they another one. They try to do a lot in the community. And with me going to the church, it's June 8th at 5.
June 8th at 5 o'clock.
And you can add my pastor Journey Prophecy page. She got the link on there if you want to register. But they try to do a lot to bring the community together. And that's the only way these children gonna learn how to work together. And be the next generation and be positive, working together.
Facts. Shout out to Pastor J and Pastor K, who also have been on the podcast previous episodes. And shout out to New Hope, man, because New Hope Kingdom definitely doing their things when it comes to these children. And when it comes to these activity, man, they putting these things together. Y'all make sure y'all support them too as well. All right, so I once again want to thank you for being a great person in the community. A lot of these kids love you, and they come to you especially when it comes to doing hair. I'm finna share a short story with y'all. I ain't called no name, so don't nobody ask me, okay? So Vernesha does my daughter's hair. I also have Amelia that has done my daughter's hair. A shout out to Amelia Kennebrew, and shout out to Jerica Pope as well. That has done my daughter's hair. And you know, kids got who they got relationships with. She's got a relationship with all three of these ladies. But at this particular time, she really wanted Vernesha to do her hair. And we couldn't get Vernesha. We couldn't get no appointment with Vernesha. And my baby had a conniption. She really did. She had a real live conniption. And she just kept asking me, well, why? Why she can't do it? So you mean to tell me we can't go to the shop and just talk to her right quick? Like, you can't? No, Alex. She don't have the availability right now. I'm just saying. But she do hair. Like, how could she not be available for me? It's not about you. She was mad with you for a while.
I know it.
She was mad at Vernesha for a while because she couldn't do her hair. So long story short, I ended up taking her to somebody else, which that person ended up doing a good job. But my daughter said, Mom, if you don't mind, I don't never want to go to that lady again. She said because that lady was not nice. First thing she said before she said all that, she said she's not Vernesha. She said she didn't talk to me. She didn't want to curl my hair. She didn't want to, what did she say? She said she wasn't friendly. And she said, Mom, you always talk about customer service. And her customer service sucked. That's what came out of my daughter's mouth. And I tell her, I said, well, Alex, some people are not talkative people. You know, some people just like to do their job, be quiet, and get it over with. She said, and I understand that, Mom. I get it. She said, but she didn't even tell me, hey, how you doing when I came in the door. And she said, I feel some type of way about that. She said, I know I'm a kid, but I did. Because she said when I go to Vernesha or Amelia, or even Jerica, when Jerica did my hair, they talked to me. They was you know, keeping me entertained. They were talking to me about school, about what I like. And that lady didn't do that. And I just appreciate it if you don't send me there no more. So I was like, okay. So that's the type of influence that you, Amelia, and Jericho, and so many probably other girls that I probably haven't dealt with as far as hair or services. That's the type of influence that y'all got on these children. They appreciate y'all when they come and sit in y'all chair, that y'all actually talk to them about stuff. And they talk to y'all, they feel comfortable enough to speak to you about stuff. Right. That's important. Especially when a parent that work hard is spending their money with you.
I understand that.
Yeah. So I want to tell you thank you for being a wonderful stylist to my daughter.
Well, I sure do appreciate it. So that's how I used to do hair part-time. That's how I kind of got into doing hair full-time. So my daughter would get her hair serviced by somebody. And I could do hair, but it just went in my schedule to do it. So she went to get her hair done at the individual hair. She said, Mom, she was talking about me on the phone. She was talking about you on the phone. She was talking about scamming. And at this time, my daughter was like 9 years old.
Wow, not scamming.
And so I said, okay. So I wanted to address the individual, and my husband was like, it ain't even worth it. You just started doing her hair. So that right there just let me know the experience that my daughter had. I never wanted to get that experience to nobody else's child.
And the thing about it was, like I said, the young lady that did her hair, she did a good job. But I'm big on customer service. Like
Me
y'all
too.
heard me say, my daughter said, Mom, you always talk about customer and her customer service sucked. I did not post her work on because of the fact that when my daughter came to me and told me that she had an issue with this girl about her customer service, I ain't finna promote you. And I've shared her stuff before. Yeah. But after you gave me the service or gave my daughter the service and I ain't finna.
I'm big on customer service too. When it comes to, I don't care if it's McDonald's. That customer service got to be talked to. And I think that right now, this a lot what we lack. When I pull through McDonald's, they act like I'm there to, a little off topic. They just like, they giving me something. I'm paying for my food.
Facts.
And you not finna give my food any kind of way.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that watching it probably at some of these restaurants. If my food old, I would bring my food back.
Facts.
And I would come on the inside so I can see what you're doing to my food.
Exactly. I'm the same
I
way.
do try to give grace sometimes, but good grace.
I mean, when
the price is just too inflated right now.
It's too high. It's too high for 2 hamburgers cost you about $8.
Yes.
And I want my hamburger hot. So I understand. I get it because I would do the same exact thing. But I've heard people that's complained a lot about the McDonald's and Elberton, the one at Hall, the one at all of them. I ain't never had no problem out of them.
I don't know. I'm gonna be completely honest. I talked to an individual and she was a manager at McDonald's. You know what she said to me?
What?
She said, "We know your voice when you come through the drive-through." She said, and I tell them, don't get their water
up. Okay.
And I hated to be that type of person because I didn't work in fast food and it just be that individual that just get the person order together. Yeah. And I hate that I gotta be that person, but I feel like I give great customer service. And if I'm spending my money, I want it to.
I expect it. That's right. I understand that. I'm pretty sure we all understand that. Okay, so before we come to a close, is there anything else that you like to say or add?
Yes, I want to thank God for giving me an amazing husband. None of this would not be possible without him. When it comes to hair, working late, however I got a curve, can you run to the hair store? Can you go take the kid here? Oh, my husband is thebomb.com, y'all. He is just make this all possible for me, and he behind the scenes, but he the one to make it all come together.
All right, shout out to Muncher, man. Shout out to the Monster. Awesome. Shout outs. Other shout outs besides your husband.
I just want to say shout out to you, girl. I appreciate our conversation all the time.
Facts.
I always feel like it's growth to come, and we always pushing to help each other get to the next level. And it's awesome to be able to talk to like-minded people because sometimes, you just have people that you can't relate to. So shout out to you. Shout out to Shaw for sticking it out with me, still being there. Shout out to my parents and just shout out to God because without him, it ain't none of it possible.
None of it possible. That's right. All right, social media and booking site.
Social media is Vernesha Carpenter. Booking site, just too long. Look on my page on social media, and I got it pinned on my page. So, and I do want to let y'all know. I know braid season is introducing and coming up, so I'm gonna be running a special to bring braid season in. So y'all stay on the lookout for that.
And before I get ready to say my next thing, my little hair little, right? Can you catch it?
I can catch
it. Because I'm finna go catch that, but I need me some large knotless. All right, awesome. Okay. Before we get ready to get out of here, y'all, I want to give a special shout out to Jakeem Fortson for winning the grand prize at the Hallelujah Editions Season 4. Shout out to you, Jakeem. Congratulations, my boy. He was also on a previous episode of the Blackout Podcast with me. He sung a little bit, so y'all already know what Jakeem giving y'all. Y'all already know what time it is. All right.
Can we shout out Lewis Media for allowing us to be here
today? You ain't let me got there yet. First thing I want to do before I shout them, I want to shout you. I want to thank you for coming and stopping by and giving me a little bit of your time this Sunday, man. I appreciate you, Vernesha. I really do.
No problem.
And like she said, anytime we get together, like we yapping. And before we got on, we were yapping. And right now, we yapping. And shout out to once again to Daryl and Celicia Lewis of Lewis Media Studio, man. These people are thebomb.com. You feel what I'm saying? You come up in here, if you a cusser like me, you leave your couple words in your car. Because the air in here just...
The atmosphere is so pure and peaceful.
It's so peaceful, pure up in here. Yeah, it's so much love up in here, y'all. Yeah. All right. Oh, and thank y'all, Facebook people, on my live. For everybody that tuned in, that might have come in, I ain't seen none of y'all stuff yet. Y'all know I ain't see y'all later on. But thank y'all so much for tuning in with me. You have tuned into the greatest. Another episode of the Blackout Podcast. It's your Higgy, the host with the Miggy the most. Black Fire. And you already know what it is, man. If you ain't about the Blackout Podcast now, peace.